What's up, guys? It's Mike Frank with Berkshire Hathaway, coming to you again to talk a little bit more about pricing a home appropriately. Setting the price is really key, and there's a couple things that sellers need to avoid and stop doing, even in today's market. Selling a home can be really, really difficult. And what a lot of people don't know is that pricing is a huge factor in listing and selling a home. It's actually 80 to 90%, or so they suggest, of the value of a home. So 80 to 90% is in the price. And I'm not advising you guys to think, well, I don't need to hire a great real estate agent because 80% of the way is just the price. What I'm telling you is the right real estate agent is going to help you set the price to that 80% number. You want to make sure that you don't do a couple of the 4 things that we wrote down talking about what you should avoid in the process of selling a home. Listing a price on your home is going to be the current way to get it out there and exposed to the highest amount of buyers. So the first thing that sellers make the mistake of is they oftentimes want to leave room to negotiate. I'm not going to give you my hints, but there's 4 different ways that you can negotiate, and one of them is meet in the middle. So leaving room to negotiate makes a lot of sense. I'm going to price a little bit high so that I can come down. And when you meet with me, you meet with one of our agents on our team, they're going to talk to you a little bit about why that's a bad idea. But some things that you might want to know. Well, perhaps you're thinking about selling your home for $500,000 and you want to price it for $520,000 because you want to avoid the opportunity to go down. You want to leave room to negotiate. What happens if you list it at $520,000 and that buyer that's in the market, that's on your street, that's looking for a house exactly like yours, isn't pre-approved to $520,000, so they're not even looking. They don't even see it. And they walk right past your house. They go to the neighbor's property that's listed for $470,000 that you know your house is worth more than, and they buy that house for $475,000. They might have spent a little bit more money. So overpricing to leave room for negotiation is just a bad idea, because in the end of the day, if it's overpriced, buyers just aren't going to look at it. They're not going to see that it's opportunistic for them. They're not going to even recognize that it's the right opportunity for them to walk in the door. Pricing a home with the real estate agent that offers the highest list price, or perhaps the highest or lowest commission. Pricing a home with the highest list price is just going to be a big issue because you're going with the person that's offering you the thing that you want the most. They're offering you the candy tray of money, of low commissions, of discount fees, but yet they're not really taking a look at the market analysis. That's going to be the next thing we're going to talk about, but there's a ton of industry professionals that are going to buy your listing. They're going to offer you the best things. They're going to say a lot of good things. They're going to talk about a great price. They're going to be able to sell you on the idea that that $500,000 home, of course it's worth $525,000. But what you're going to see is statistically, that house is going to sit on the market for almost 3 to 5 times longer than any other listing that's competitively priced. Because that home now has to fall to such a number that the buyer sees it and recognizes it and just goes, oh my God, how does nobody else know about this listing? Because now it's so low, 480, 470, 460,000, that like this definitely should have sold for 495. But when it starts high, Zillow, Trulia, Hot Pads, Redfin, Open Door, name it, they're all going to show the buyers, price drop 5 times, price drop 6 times, and everybody's going to say, whatever, let's go to the neighbor's house. There must be something wrong with it. It's going to stigmatize the property. So you don't want to let an agent come in and buy the listing, right? You don't want somebody to come in and offer you the opportunity by saying that they're going to give you the most money at the lowest commission, without doing the next thing. The next thing is performing a comparable home analysis, right? We call these market analysis, or a CMA. We want to show you not only what have the comparable homes sold for, the historical data that's going to support an appraisal, but we also want to show you what your competition is listing for. We want to know that that next door neighbor is listed for $470,000 so we can beat them. Because when that buyer walks in the door and buys that house, that's somebody that lost on the opportunity to buy your house. And they did it because you overpriced it and you didn't know. You didn't even know that you overpriced it because all you did was you spent time looking at the comparable home sales, not looking at the competition in the market. Both are comps. But just keep in mind that you want somebody that's really going to do a CMA, a market analysis that's going to drive the value, and they're going to educate the seller so they can make the best decision. We talk about this all the time. We want to educate our client. We don't want to give you advice by saying that you should do this. We want to give you advice by educating you to allow you to make the best decision. So giving you a market analysis is a key value. That agent that buys their seller's listing by offering them a high price without giving the seller the knowledge and the understanding, of exactly what's happening in today's marketplace is foolish, and it's fooling you. Pricing the home high because there's time. We have time. We'll go with the cheapest realtor because we have time. We don't need them to aggressively market. Well, you're going to recognize that buyer, they're going to walk in the door and they're going to go, I've got time. Because they also see that you've overpriced it. And what they do is they come in and they say to me, yeah, I like this home. And I say, well, do you feel like this is someplace that you could live with your family? You could raise kids. You could show the neighborhood. You could enjoy having family and friends visit. And they say, yeah, but what about the last house? Because they don't feel a sense of urgency, same as you. Why not create the opportunity to list your house at the right time, at the right price, with the right agent, showing people, showing the market, showing the world that you've come to business ready to sell. Imagine if you opened a shop at the mall and you said, coming soon. And then you went inside and you sat down with your computer and you started working. Coming soon. And then for months and months and months, people are coming and going. Holidays are coming and going. And you never open the doors. By the time you open the door, do you think anybody even cares? No. Because the value is coming soon to the right price, to the right opportunity. Because we've got time to wait. We're just going to wait. Don't worry about it. And all of a sudden, you're going to be wondering why you hired that realtor, why that price keeps dropping, why you can't find a buyer that's willing to make an offer on your home. The number one thing that you should ask your realtor, what is the reason that they feel your home is not selling? If they can't give you advice by educating you in the market, showing you an updated market analysis, sharing with you exactly what's going on with buyers in the marketplace and why your home isn't selling, I'm going to advise you, stop working with that agent. Work with somebody that's going to give you the advice, that's going to share with you the price point that your home is most competitive, that's going to share with you the timeline and what it's going to take to list and sell your home. There's a big, big investment on the line. And the last thing you want to do is hire the cheapest agent for the highest price in the longest window. And you want to make sure you get the market information that you can make the best decision. If you haven't already, call us today. We're marketing homes all the time. We're happy to have a low average days on the market. We're happy to have a high list to sold ratio. We're happy to sell for list price or more. But that's not what we rely on. We rely on creating a system that's going to spit out the results of getting your home sold in the time, for the price, with the expectations that you set. Always, we're here to talk. If you need anything, call me, PM, DM, or subscribe to the link below if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for weekly content. Also, check out our social media pages. The links are in the description below. See you next week.